RMJ Movie Reviews back again with this truly unexpected movie review of the fifth film in the Predator franchise, Prey. A fifth film in the Predator franchise was truly not expected, and I don't think for anybody was even wanted. After the Alien vs. Predator films, and especially the last film, The Predator, I really hated those last three films with a complete passion, especially Predator, Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Oh God, it was atrocious. This film is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I was not expecting how much I enjoyed this movie. After the Robert Rodriguez Predators film, they really tried to kind of take it back to the setting that they used in the second film, which was the city and high-tech weaponry and cars and military and more and more and more and more. They pulled it completely back. Feels to me like they lowered the budget, and that was the smartest thing they could have did. They went back in time. They chose a whole different kind of, they chose like Native Americans from the ancient times, the 1800s. You get more of beautiful landscapes where you can just, things are quiet. You can just hear the sound. You can hear the water. You can hear the fire. When you're around this group of Native Americans, you can hear them speak. They chose a young female lead, which the fact that they make her, and I would probably say her character in the movie is probably supposed to be maybe like late teens, early 20s, but that lends to this story that's kind of Rocky-esque in its telling. You can see she's kind of practicing by herself and she's learning, but it's how they really are just constantly jumping on her back about how you'll never be as good as us, and you can really sense in her just her sadness about how she'll never be as good, and you feel that struggle throughout the movie. That's what drives the story. And to have a girl who is showing that she can hunt like the rest of the big dogs in the group, and then you have the Predator put into this situation, creates a whole nother dynamic to the story. And I will say she is a very sympathetic character, and I felt her completely all the way through this movie. My paper just fell, so now I gotta grab it. You feel the suspense in this film again. You actually feel threatened, just like the original film. The Predator, and I won't say the Predator doesn't feel scary like it does in the first movie. The action in it feels so, because one of the issues that I ran into when I heard the story ideas that they had for it, and I said this was taking place like in an ancient time, I was like, how the heck are they gonna make the action feel cool without cars and planes and all this spaceshipy kind of stuff? Action is truly badass. It really is. There's some really cool stuff in this movie. There's this really cool visual in the film where, slight spoiler, the Predator kills this grizzly bear, right? And he lifts him up above his head, and it looks so cool. It reminds me of that scene of King Willie in the Predator 2, with him walking through the water, and then he kind of goes like that. Holy mountain. I love that scene from Predator 2. That's like one of my favorites. There's times like when her, maybe her weapon or something wouldn't work. I was like screaming at the screen, get it! Go ahead, get behind you, look out! Oh man, I really enjoyed this film so much. When people died, I felt sad. When it was suspense, I felt it, but literally I was just with her, like, you know what I mean? Like, she grabbed that weapon and I was just like, get him, girl! That's the mark of a great action sci-fi film. This is a different type of Predator film. It gives what we expect, but it doesn't do like Predator versus was it Alien versus Predator Requiem, which is basically just snapshots of the best parts of the Alien and the Predator franchise. I loved it. I was literally cheering at the end. I was just like, yes, yes, yeah, got it. Oh, it was good. But I would say it's a very close tie with Predator 2, because Predator 2 is just beaten up for I don't know what reason. So if you guys have a problem with gore and the Predator movies, why don't you just go ahead and watch this? I'm coming back real soon.